Hey friends, welcome back in. Stand with Her Story. It's a community-wide initiative hosted by the League of Women Voters of Lexington and the Lexington History Museum. And they invite you to share the stories of women who have made an impact in your life, your neighborhood, or across our city. Each story will help build a living legacy of Lexington's women that will live on in a display at the museum. Nominations open right now for women of every age and background who inspire, lead, and uplift others. Now, the submission deadline has been extended to February 15th. And with us today to share more, we have LIZA, HOLLAND, president of the League of Women Voters of Lexington. LIZA, welcome back.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you having us.
And thank you for extending that deadline. I think a lot of folks got a little derailed with the weather these past few weeks and all the other things of life getting in the way. And this is important. To preserve these stories is important. Can you give folks an idea of what the scope of this looks like, what you're looking for, I should say?
Really, we're looking for any kind of stories. For example, we don't want to forget our young people. One of the stories that's come in was for a group of girls in middle school that helped to protect a new student from bullying. And how wonderful that was. So, I mean, even our youngest can really step up and make a difference in people's lives. But it can go, you know, all the way up to, you know, grandparents, your next door neighbor, someone who has made a huge impact in your neighborhood. We're looking for all kinds of stories because women have been underrepresented in history for a while. We want to overrepresent a little bit.
I love it, and now's the time to do that. And I love the example you used too, because I think a lot of times folks forget that history can be something that happened last week. I mean, it can be very current. This can be a person making a difference right now.
Exactly.
And we want to preserve that story for future generations. Talking about the preservation aspect, kind of walk me through what this looks like at the Lexington History Museum. There's going to be a display where people can access these stories.
And we're really lucky because usually exhibits change over within a museum, and this will be a permanent display. It will be, you know, kind of a large iPad sort of a kiosk. That we will have some neat special things that will surround it based upon the stories. But you'll be able to go and visit the museum and type in LIZA High, hint, hint. And then the submission will come up, and any kind of pictures that you include and whatnot will also be there, and that will live on in history because this is going to be an annual event. It's going to be an annual initiative, so we'll be building upon it year after year.
I love to think of someone accessing these stories 200 years from now.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
And what that means. And I love the sense of scope here too. I mean, you don't have to be, you know, sewing the flag with Betsy Ross. I mean, these are people making a difference in our daily lives in what some consider major ways and in some smaller, more subtle ways, but the impact is there, and the need to preserve that story is there.
Absolutely, and this is not an award, you know, it is a living history of our community, and everybody is a part of that, so.
Wow, well, I applaud the effort. I love the collaboration there between your organization and Lexington History Museum. So let's walk our viewers through how they can do that submission, what that process looks like.
Certainly, it's an online process. You can go to lwvlexington.com/herstory, or you can also get to it from the homepage. And it's a very simple Google form. You'll put in your name and this the person that you're submitting, about up to 250 words. And you can also upload some pictures and that sort of a thing. And we do ask about when this happened in history, because to your point earlier, maybe it was something that, you know, happened in the 20s or something like that. So we're going to try to be able to make that timeline.
Wow, so exciting. And this is going to be a living tribute to all those wonderful stories and the ladies that have made a big difference in all of our lives. So
exactly, and you men out there, you are certainly willing and able to submit things. You can submit more than one, which I personally intend to do. And also, we did have the question come up: could you nominate a group of people.
Ah.
And so we are also taking those types of things.
Very good.
One, for example, that's come through is the ladies that started Black Yarn.
Yes.
So-
There's been so many clubs and organizations that have
Yeah.
made a difference through the years and gotten us through some tough times.
Yeah.
The Depression, you know, what was that like here in Lexington? I can
Exactly.
promise you there were women helping us out then for sure. Liza, thank you so much for this. And we've got information on the screen. We put that QR code up for you too to get you there fast. And yeah, please put those stories down. Preserve that history with us. Stand with her story. Liza, thanks again for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.
Great to see you. Back after this. Stay with us.